The Architect of the Future, the Michael Dell story.
Most people see a computer and see a tool. In 1984, I saw a revolution waiting to happen. I was 19.
Freshman at ut Austin.
My room, number 2713, didn't look like a student's dorm. It looked like a chop shop. Screwdrivers, wires, and IBM casings everywhere. My parents were paying for me to become a doctor, but I was performing surgery on motherboards instead of people. I noticed a massive lie in the industry. A computer cost $3,000, but the parts were $600. The rest of that money? It was paying for fancy showrooms and salesmen who didn't know a hard drive from a floppy disk. I had $1,000 and a radical thought. What if I just talked to the customer myself? That thought didn't just build a company. It declared war on the status quo. I started selling upgraded PCs to local businesses. I was the guy in the back of the class with a pager. My parents showed up unannounced one day to stage an intervention. My dad looked at the mess of wires and said, "Michael, you need to prioritize your education." I told him, "I want to compete with IBM." He laughed. Everyone laughed. But then the checks started coming in. $50,000 in the first month. $80,000 the next. I dropped out. We moved from the dorm to a small office. We weren't just selling hardware, we were selling speed. You called us, we built it to your specs, and we shipped it. No inventory sitting on shelves gathering dust. It was the Dell Direct model. It was lean. It was mean. And it was working. By 1992, at age 27, I became the youngest CEO to ever hit the Fortune 500 list. I was standing on top of the world, and the giants IBM, HP, Compaq were finally looking over their shoulders. They weren't laughing anymore. They were terrified. But success is a double-edged sword. You get big and you get slow. You get comfortable. By the mid-2000s, the world changed. Smartphones arrived. Tablets arrived. People said the PC was dead. Our stock price didn't just drop. It cratered. I had stepped down as CEO in 2004, but in 2007 I had to come back. The house was on fire. The critics were brutal. Wall Street analysts were calling me a has-been. They said Dell was a dinosaur waiting for the ice age. We had quality issues, we were losing the cool factor to Apple, and the internal politics were toxic. I realized I couldn't fix the company while being watched by the vultures of the public market. Every move I made was scrutinized for the next quarter's earnings. I couldn't think 10 years ahead because I was being forced to think 10 days ahead. So, I decided to do something that everyone called suicidal. In 2013, I decided to buy my company back. A $24 billion leveraged buyout. It was the biggest gamble in tech history. I put my entire net worth, my reputation, and my name on the line. I went to war with activist investors like Carl Icahn. It was a street fight in the media and the boardrooms. I told them, I'm taking this company private. Why? Because I needed the silence to innovate. I needed to turn this ship around without the noise of the stock market. We won. We went dark. And for 5 years, we transformed. We stopped being just a PC company and became a data powerhouse. We bought EMC for $67 billion, the biggest tech deal ever. We didn't just survive. We evolved. The success rules. How to win in America. People ask me for the secret. There is no secret. There's only the code. Play big or go home. In the USA, we don't build small things. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. The customer is the North Star. If you listen to the experts, you'll be average. If you listen to your customers, you'll be a legend. Hiring is your only real job. I look for people with high IQ and low ego. I want the rebels who want to build, not the suits who want to manage. Embrace the pivot. You will fail. Your products will break. The market will shift. If you can't pivot, you're an anchor. Relentless persistence. I've been counted out more times than I can count. Every time they buried me, I used the dirt to climb higher. Today, Dell Technologies is worth more than it ever was as a public company before the buyout. We are powering the AI that will define the next century. I started with a screwdriver and a dream in a Texas dorm room. I didn't have a map. I just had a direction. The American dream isn't something you find. It's something you build, piece by piece, motherboard by motherboard. So what are you waiting for? Get to work. I'm Michael Dell, and I'm just getting started.